And that's all of tonight's sport. Sally.
Thank you very much. Now here's Shelley Joffrey to tell us about tonight's edition of Scotland. We go over to Judith for the latest on the weather.
Thank you very much, Sally, and a very good evening to you. Well, it's feast or famine as far as sunshine was concerned today. You can see from an earlier satellite picture, beautiful sunshine across northern parts towards the southeast as well. Highs of 17 Celsius for Braemar in inland Aberdeenshire. Just down the road in Strathallan, when we held onto those grey skies, only 7 degrees. And fairly extensive mist and fog tonight. The Met Office have a yellow be aware warning for fog through the central lowlands. Some dense patches continuing to affect here, and also parts of Fife and in towards Tayside. And that will be the case right through this evening and tonight. Now, as we head through the course of the night, it's a dry start initially. Then we see an area of rain pushing up from the southwest or east during tonight, edging in across eastern Scotland. Across the north, though, holding on to clear skies, we could see temperatures falling as low as 2 or 3 Celsius here. Further south, values of around about typically 7 or 8 degrees at their lowest. Tomorrow morning starts off rather wet across the south, outbreaks of patchy rain, but dry with some sunshine for the West Highlands, Mull up towards Skye and the northwest. And that rain moves northwards during the course of the day. It loses its impetus, loses its oomph, if you like, becoming very showery in nature. Come the afternoon, something drier for the southwest, Kintyre, even around the Glasgow area. Still some hill fog towards the southern uplands. Some patchy rain too, perhaps for North Argyll. But I think it'll stay dry for Skye, the Western Isles, the northwest, even some brightness holding on here. And the rain not into Orkney till later in Shetland until evening. A rather wet look to the afternoon for Caithness towards Inverness, dull, damp. Completely different temperatures tomorrow for the northeast, 11 Celsius, and really drizzly, damp conditions, murky right across eastern Scotland. Some hill fog in the mix as well. Very little changes as we head through the evening. It stays rather damp and drizzly, if you like, misty and murky. Now, the pressure chart says we're going to have a band of rain pushing in on Thursday, but then there's a low already starting, not quite developing yet, I should say, out in the Atlantic that will bring some wet and windy weather come Friday. Thursday starts off dry, some brightness in the north, rain pushing into the south and a southeasterly wind picking up at the same time. That's your forecast.
Thank you very much. And that's all from us for now. Stay tuned for that special programme about the Glasgow bin lorry tragedy. Alistair Fraser will be here with the headlines at 8 and the late bulletin just after the 10 o'clock news. For now, from everyone on the BBC Reporting Scotland team, have a very good evening.